Truckin Chubby coming back in here. Y'all already know what time it is, man. As y'all can see, I got the copyright disclaimer on the screen. You know, since Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976 is allowed. You see that? So we can get up into this, man, because it's going down. So, you know, I just taking one day off of that, like, and I ain't take a day off because I actually was at my job. So I don't take days off from, you know what I'm saying? But from this, you know what I'm saying? When you consistent, you gotta be rolling. But until, you know, my viewers feel like they can feel comfortable enough to donate and Cash App and stuff, then I can't keep, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to keep the cash flow coming in, you know what I mean? Like, this is work too, but I got to keep it coming in. I enjoy bringing y'all these videos and stuff. I really do, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, but I got to pay the bills too. You feel me? All right. So, welcome to the Fans Point of View podcast with your host, Truckin Chubbzy, the most unknown podcaster there is about their diamond in the dirt on this grind one day at a time. You feel me? All right. So, now they want Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? So, the rumors of Jimbo Fisher not being over there, being fired from the Texas A&M. Now, I guess there was something about Stephen A. wanting saying that he should absolutely take the job at Texas A&M. But let me tell y'all something real quick in Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? We know Stephen A. You over there in the world where the wolves is out there, the sharks is in the water, the wolves is on land, and they surrounding you, and you in the jungle around panthers, tigers, and bears. Oh my, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't bears in the jungle, but you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You're around a bunch of predators in the business he in. So yes, he understands how that goes. But see, they already got the gem. And see, it hasn't been out there in the media, right? But now they want him. They want him now because they seen how much money he's generated to not only to just the businesses and the revenue floating through Boulder, Colorado. That's why they wanted him, okay? You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost sure that's why Rick George wanted him. I'm almost sure that. But he took a chance when nobody else would. This has not been said out in the media, out in the open, but you know this because of the people, the way that they were talking about this. See, a lot of people, when Deion Sanders Jr. well-off media first started hitting, a lot of people, there were little whispers about how this was a joke with the football and and the Power 5 program would never go through this, it would never succeed, it'd just be a circus, and it's not. It is very good content that everybody loves and they watch. So shout out to you, Deion Sanders Jr., for keep doing your thing. You motivation for me. I don't know, you know what I mean? You motivation for a lot of us up out here that to grind harder. You feel what I'm saying? But let me and see from what you know what I mean. See rumors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for a fact, but I know a lot of schools wasn't with Deion Sanders Jr. coming down there and being their own media, seeing that they wanted their own platforms. But Sanders like, I got this. This is coming with me. These people are coming with me. You know what I'm saying? Reach the people media. They coming with me. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Neely, the pregame show, he coming with me. My son, Deion Sanders Jr., well up, they're coming with me. I don't need X, Y, and Z. Yeah, y'all could come, but I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And every school got, but now everybody wants them a Deion Sanders Jr., but now they want that there. Now Texas said no want that there. But why do they want that there? That's the question. Why do y'all want Deion Sanders Jr. all the time? I mean, Coach Prime now. Because y'all ain't getting Coach Prime. I'm just being real with y'all. Rick George gave him the first opportunity. And there is a thing that amongst a lot of people out here and how we feel when somebody gives us a shot, the loyalty we got with them, especially if they're going to match everything else. And we know that Boulder, Colorado is going to match whatever offer that he get. So the loyalty there is just there, period. Because they the first ones who took the chance. If I was him, I wouldn't even be thinking about going nowhere else because y'all dissed on them, and now y'all see that the program, the thing that they got there is working, and now y'all wanting, that's something else. Y'all corny for that. But I just wanted to say that real quick. But this is why a lot of schools want Coach Prime. And I know I made a video about that too. Some reasons why he left Jackson State University and or PWI's adopting HBCU culture. We'll get into that a little bit after I tell y'all this is why. And this is sad. This has already been out there. Before he got to Colorado University. They only had 200,068 followers. Now they got over 2.18 million followers. Okay, let's just be real. Nobody really want to go to Colorado. It's too cold up there. It's cold up there. They're only going up there to play with Prime. And this is why I was saying that a lot of people need to, and let me get up into that. Now the applications are at 41%. All right. About 27.8 million in donations to the athletic department since she's been here. All right. Each of their home games is bringing in $18.2 million into the Boulder economy. I said this before, I'm going to say it again. $14 million boost in sales tickets, which is a 42% increase from last year. Okay. Now, if you're looking at that and you're looking at a school that's in the SEC, bigger stadium or whatever else, they're like, these numbers could be outrageous. He could do big numbers there. He's not worried about the numbers. He's worried about, that's what y'all worried about. Y'all worried about the business side of it. And everybody keeps saying that he's worried about that, but he's never been worried about the business side of it. He's a father first, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be God. It got to be God, your family, God, your wife, your family, in that order, dog. And then everything else tangible that come there, you're willing to receive the blessings from that. That's how that goes, dog. And that's how he's rolling, if y'all not paying attention to that. Okay. Now, with that being said, now nobody really want to go to Colorado, which I think ain't fair. And I said this before, that every up north school, and I get it, y'all want the elements, y'all need domes to be able to compete, because I'm telling you, there's going to come a day where these athletes are trained so hard that they're like, I do not want to play in the cold. You see it in the pros all the time. They don't want to be in the damn cold, man. Like, they don't. Like, they got, like, especially the professionals. Like, and I get it. Okay, the element, we need the elements. You don't need the elements to have a good game, bro. You don't. You know what I'm saying? If it's too hot out, I guess you can pull your muscles can you can pull muscles easy that way. And if it's too cold out and you're running hard, you can injure yourself just running in the cold. You know what I'm saying? I know, because I live up in the north. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it done. I've seen it done. I played semi-pro football. I've seen it done. I've seen our receivers get, you know what I'm saying, pull hammies, running backs pull hammies. I've seen it in the cold, because we stretched. It's just cold. Your muscles, you know what I mean, get contract when it's just like that, bro. It's cold. And domes is a need, and domes are a need, man. Domes are a need, or at least some way to shelter, to keep warmth in, so you can make the environment controlled environment type stadium. Like, if you want some breeze to come through something, I don't know what y'all got to do. I know the technology is out there, but they, you know what I'm saying, they need to have domes to be able to compete and get more 4 or 5 star players up north. And I mean, it's just for the fans too. Like, but if y'all want to watch a game in the cold, in the snow, like, yeah, you know what I mean, go ahead and do that. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of parents out there that agree with me. Like, no, I'd rather not sit in the snow and watch a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watched him do that through pee-wees and through high school. Like, I would rather sit and watch my son in college, or daughter in college, you know what I mean? Whatever play, I want to watch my child play in college and be comfortable while I'm doing it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Of course, now they want Coach Prime, you know what I'm saying? But that was the thing that they were more worried about. I don't think they were more worried about adopting the HBCU culture. But the thing is that they are, and it's lucrative. That's why you see the little guy holding a bag in the schools, because it's very lucrative for them to adopt the culture. Very lucrative to bring stars on campus. They're making bank off of this. You know what I'm saying? Lil Boosie was just at LSU. I'm hearing that there was other people up at homecomings. Artists is performing at homecomings. They're doing it more and more and more and more now, because they got to entertain the crowd that they are bringing, the children they are bringing. Do they like what's going on? Probably not. They probably not okay with it. But they know they got to make these students happy, and these students, athletes, you know, semi-professionals. I call them semi-professionals, happy, because that's what it's coming to. And the NIL deals are only getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? They're becoming employees. Like, they are employees. Like, once you put the NIL behind it, they are employees. They're no longer student athletes. That's a wrap. They're getting paid, period. But that's why they want him there. And I know, like, but now y'all want him, and there's a such thing as loyalty with Rick George. I don't think he's going nowhere. And he shouldn't. He shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Rick George gave him the first opportunity. He gonna match anything. They know what he brought up to Colorado. Yeah, they know how much money he brought up there, and I'm sure that they'll get him right. You know what I'm saying? They'll take care of him. The schools had another chance. Now, with Jimbo Fisher being fired and everything, and over there at Texas A&M, my thing was, don't be surprised if he end up with Coach Prime next year, because we know that Pat Schumer has taken over the offensive play calling, and we know that some coaches will not probably be at Colorado University next year. Some of the coaches is going to be gone. Now, I don't know if the offensive coordinator from Colorado will be gone. I don't know this, but people are forgetting that Jimbo Fisher is fire. He is fire. He is an offensive coach, an offensive wizard. Just what somebody, could you imagine him being the offensive coordinator for Shedeur Sanders in that Buffalo offense? Could you imagine the players that Jimbo and Prime will get together? Now, the thing is Jimbo Fisher is a head coach, right? But he has been fired as a head coach. But could Jimbo Fisher say, you know what? Let's continue on building this all-star coaching roster we got over there in Colorado. Come up here, run this offense, and let's do this damn thing, Jimbo. You know what I mean? Because he was at Florida State University, which is the Coach Prime's alma mater. So I'm sure he has a relationship with Jimbo Fisher. So don't be surprised, Colorado Buffalo fans, if y'all get Jimbo Fisher up there running that offense. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there now. You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody probably said it, but I don't know, like I said. Now, just some of the things we're caught with Jimbo Fisher's offense right now, right? With Jimbo Fisher. I got some things put up. I don't know if y'all can read them, but I'll read them off to y'all, some key notes, okay? Texas A&M is the number 7 offense in the SEC right now, as a total, not the SEC West. I'm talking as the whole SEC put together. They are the number 7 offense. They are not doing that bad offensively. In order to win games and win championships, your defense has to do that. We know this. We learned this from just Pee Wee football, right? So, and that's how we roll here on the Fans Point of View. Am I correct, y'all? So, he can't, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he probably could have hired somebody better, but he probably thought he had somebody he trusted. He trusts that defensive coordinator. And instead of people pointing at the defensive coordinator, y'all want to get rid of y'all offensive coach. Y'all offense ain't that bad. Y'all defense can't stop a damn runny nose. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just what it is. Your defense got to make enough stops to win. And a lot of their games wasn't that bad. They wasn't that, you know what I mean? A lot of their games was bad, but I'm going to get into that. Look, Jimbo Fisher, like I said, he's an offensive wizard, period, point blank. To me, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just period. All right. Texas A&M has 4,007 total yards this season. 401. They're averaging 401 passing yards per game this season. They have 2,581 total yards passing this season so far. They're averaging 258 per game. Now they're averaging 400 yards per game. Okay, all right, 258 passing yards per game. They have a total of 1,426 rushing yards the whole season, but they're averaging 143 rushing yards per game. All right, they're averaging 35 points per game, which is 4th in the SEC right now, and it's above what Alabama is doing right now. I understand they got to stop somebody on defense. He may, like, you know what I'm saying? He's bringing somebody in, trusting them that they know how to run that defense. So to me, has there been a little sabotage with Jimbo Fisher? Absolutely, I think so, because it just seems like he couldn't get the right defensive person in there. But him and Coach Prime, like, if he can go underneath Coach Prime and just become the offensive coordinator, Colorado's going to be dangerous. They're going to be dangerous. They got the offense, their defense, Charles Kelly being there, Jimbo, Prime, and Charles Kelly would be a dynamic. That trio right there, coaches, Now, oh my goodness, and the other back. Let's not forget about the other coaches that's going to be coming in too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if that was to happen, now when you look in, so Texas A&M has not, they lost a lot of games. They lost some games, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? They lost a lot of games this year compared to what they're supposed to be. They're not doing that bad. They're 6-4 in the SEC, bro. You know what I'm saying? They lost to Bama by a touchdown, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People acting like the Aggies is just trash. Like, you know what I mean? I understand y'all ain't what y'all used to be, you know what I'm saying? And or whatever, and how everybody wants to put it, but they just put the beat down on Mississippi State 10-51. So I mean, y'all just let go of it, you know what I mean? And that was after they let go of Jimbo. I get it. All right, they lost to Mississippi only by 3 points. They could have won that game. They beat South Carolina. They only lost to Alabama by 6 points, which is a win. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? They lost to Tennessee this year, you know what I mean, by a touchdown. Okay, cool. It's the SEC. These teams are built to play each other, right? They beat Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? They beat Auburn. You know, they lost to Miami. That was earlier, you know what I'm saying, earlier this season. Like, come on, man. Like, look, yo. The thing is people are aggravated, and I mean the fans are fed up with not winning. Okay, it's Texas football, but where does the bulk of the best Texas players go? We know they go to the University of Texas in the Big 12. A lot of Texas students don't go to the SEC, and they thought that was going to help something, but no. But they know that Prime would draw in a lot more of the higher caliber athletes to the school. They know that he would bring them there. You know what I mean? That they would want to go there because of him. But they haven't done that bad, if you ask me. It's just, it is what it is. They just haven't been. And excuse me, but like, they just haven't been, you know? And it's not that bad. Things are not that bad to the point where, I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. It's bad enough to the fans and they're on the edge of their seat, but y'all are in the SEC. Okay? Y'all are in the SEC. The thing is a lot of these schools have to get with the program that these athletes, these semi-pro athletes that y'all have coming to your schools now. And this is the way y'all have to start running your sports as professional teams. They have to be semi-professional sports. It just has to be. You have to start running it like that because the NIL was here. In order to compete with Georgia and Alabama, Michigan and Ohio State, the Oregons, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are going to have to really find a way to all this revenue that these schools are bringing in to literally put some kind of contract with these players together, because they are semi-professional. And I'm telling you, it has to be part of the curriculum or whatever. Put it aside of the curriculum, but it has to be done because it's already done. The only thing that y'all have not structured yet is contracts. And if you're signing contracts for sports, that takes away the transfer portal. Okay? What do you mean by that, Truckin Chubby? The same way as if you're locking in a pro athlete to a team for a set amount of years with a no trade clause, is the same way you gotta go with this NIL with the players you decide to keep at your college. It has to be done. It just has to be done. Somebody gotta wake up and do it. If I'm sitting there and I'm running one of these college, and I'm running a college right now, and I know it's easier said than done because there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Lawyers got to be involved, accountants got to be involved. Well, you already got a lot of that, right? You already have a lot of that. Now you got to deal with agents. You already have a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially at these Power 5 schools. Everything that y'all will actually need to run it like that, y'all already have there. Especially if you have a athlete that would be going to the NFL draft. You already have all of that there. And some of these schools been having these things, air quote, been having them, but have not been out in the open, but they've been operating like that. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Let's not sit here and act like some of these schools have not been operating like that, but they already have. So now all you have to do is just really put these young men and young women under contract for NIL. That's what you have to do. Period. Because it's, look, like, name, image, and likeness. It's the same thing as a contract with a pro athlete. Am I wrong? We're just calling it something different because these young men are in college, right? But when you pay a professional player, their name, their skill goes in the matter. Their skill goes, and their name, image, and likeness, right? Because you know what I'm saying. Let's just be real. Skill wise, I'm sure there's a lot of NBA. There's not though. There's not a lot of NBA players that can hit threes like Steph Curry. That's a one-off, right? Okay. There's not a lot of quarterbacks that can just do what Patrick Mahomes can do. That's like a one-off, right? Right? Correct, right? But when you have someone like that, you absolutely want to put them under a contract, and you can because of the NIL. It allows you to do that with your semi-professional athlete that is in college. The NIL allows you to do this. We'll put them under contract. That's it. That'll take care of the transfer portal. You know what's coming back next year to you. You know what I'm saying? You know how much the money they're going to get off their jersey sales, off their whatever they got, their wristbands, headbands, whatever they're selling, their brand. You know how much money they're going to get from their brand. You know how much money they're going to generate to your school. All this has to be done because a lot of these players are that good and some aren't. But that's the thing that a lot of college students have to understand too. Like, you can want an NIL going into college. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be that. You got to be him. You can't be talking about going to a school for an NIL deal and you're not him yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you could be him right now at the high school level, getting to college and just be an average player. Like, you got to be him on the field. You got to show me what you got, bro. Like, and I understand, like, big names, like, okay, big names going into college. Big names, they absolutely should make money off their jersey sales or whatever else. But yeah, contracts should be renegotiated, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be him, yo. You got to be him. You cannot be trying to look for an NIL deal and be getting on or a contract and get on the field and be absolutely boo-boo. No, like, no, that's nah. And I know that's what's coming in, and I know that bothers a lot of people, but these are the chances you take. And that's why you got to write up your contract and get your contract to say exactly verbiage. Okay, well, you're going to give me this much to come in, and when I get to this threshold, we renegotiating, period. That's just how that rocks. There's bonuses with athletes and everything else. You know what I'm saying? The thing you getting right now with the semi-professional athlete, and that's going to be better than the pro programs. And the chance you don't got to take is because you don't got to throw $1 million at somebody for an NIL. You don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? You coming straight out of high school, bro. You getting, you know what I'm saying? You get 1K, 50K, you know what I'm saying? Plus with bonuses. So throughout the whole first year of college, you can have a 2 million or $1.5 million. Like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's the upper hand y'all can get at college, because I know some of these bigger colleges, especially in the SEC anyway, is bringing in this kind of revenue any damn way. Period. But that's the program y'all got to get on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds far fetched, but it's already happening. And it's just the fact that nobody has just done what I'm saying. That's all. That's the only thing. Nobody just has done it yet, but it's already here. We need to treat it as such, and that way, a lot of people would not be having to know. A lot of people won't have to worry about the transfer portal. That you can really just make the transfer portal obsolete. Like, I don't got to worry about that because I know what I got coming back. I don't have to worry about my quarterback going into the portal, running back, wide receiver, linebacker, so forth and so on, etc. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to worry about that because you got him under contract. Let's just think about that. I know I got a little bit off, but what I was talking about and everything as far as Coach Prime, because these are the type of things that it rolls over into. They're chasing after him for the revenue that he brings. You know what I'm saying? I already said that, and that's why I got to talking about something else with the NIL. We have to realize at an era of sports that sports is going into the way that it's moving into. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome that these young men and young women are able to provide for their families now. You know what I'm saying? Get used to the way life would be as a professional athlete now. How to make sure you're under the right contract now. You know what I'm saying? And don't wait until get into a bad contract in the professional aspect of things, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, to understand how to deal with your lawyers and so your brand and so forth and so on. I know it's a lot that with school, but still, you know what I mean? It gives you a chance to be able to do that. And I think that's so awesome. And I know a lot of people say it, but I really sit here and I think about like the old UNLV teams and a lot of the, even the old Duke teams. But the one team that pops up that really was really missed out on a lot of money was the Fab Five in Michigan. Had this been in place with the Fab Five, they would have been able. A lot of that stuff that happened would have never happened. Their banners would be hanging in the gym, and because they really transformed and transcended basketball into a whole nother era, brought a whole new swag to basketball and everything that everybody's still doing. They had no chance of trademarking it, branding it, or anything because of college. And that college and I'm sure that college at that time made $1 billion, millions of dollars off the back of back of that team, and they seen none of it. And that school got bread, so, but that's why they want Coach Prime now, because they know what he's generating. And I think that he should not go, period. Rick George gave him the opportunity. I know that Rick George is going through a lot of things behind the scenes of why he brought Coach Prime there. The things that's going on, because they're not winning now, it probably is worsened, but their relationship will remain intact. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can only imagine, really think about what Rick George is going through right now from hiring an African American man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just call it what it is. Bringing him up there to Boulder, Colorado, the way that he is and everything. So shout out to Rick George one more time, like, for real, for giving that man an opportunity, and for Coach Prime opening doors for everybody. So the loyalty is there, and I'm sure that they'll match any other school. The only thing I can say to Colorado, y'all already got a dome. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a little inside practice facility, whatever. Find a way to put a damn super big tarp on the top of that stadium or something. Keep some heat up in there, and I think y'all get a lot more 5 stars. Listen, it's a fact, and I'm out of here after this. It's a fact. There is not a football player in this world, y'all, whose daddy, uncle, or older brother does not know about Deion Sanders, and we idolize him. You would absolutely love to go and play for that man at that school, hands down. The only thing that's stopping them athletes, and I know it is the damn snow. And I'm out of here, man. Look, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, share this with all your family members. Make sure y'all sharing it to them, putting it out there for me. I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all want to help me, y'all want to donate to the channel, I highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want to do, it's below scrolling. Look, I want y'all to have a wonderful and prosperous week. And I always want to tell y'all, enjoy your family now. You just never know when things is coming about. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep it moving, keep my mind distracted today. Did this one dedicated to grandma. Love you. Y'all look, keep it moving. Keep doing what y'all do out there. Peace out, man. Truckin Chubbzy is about it, y'all.